This problem is designed to help demonstrate the creation of flowcharts and thinking through the logic of a problem that involves if statements. So the problem says plan and sketch a flowchart for an application that prompts the user to enter the winning and the losing score for last night's football game. Calculate the difference in the scores. If the difference was less than 5, display close game. If the difference was greater than 20, display sounds like a blowout. Display the winning score and the losing score. So to start, we always start with the start symbol. Every flowchart should have one start and one stop symbol. Sometimes people neglect to put the start and the stop symbol, which is fine, but it's good to know where it starts and where it ends. And then our flow line always flows from top down and has a little arrowhead on the end. The first thing that we want to do is we want to prompt the user to input the winning and losing score. When you implement this in a language, this can be broken out into more specifics. But for right now, we're just writing the pseudocode. We're planning the logic of our solution and not writing the actual code for the solution. So we're going to input the winning and the losing score, and then we have to do a calculation, don't we? We need to calculate the difference. So the difference between the two scores, we want to actually calculate the absolute value. So I'm going to put absolute value of the high, excuse me, we don't know which is high and which is low, of the, the absolute value of score 1 minus score 2. Now you might say to yourself, well, you just prompt the user to enter the winning score or the losing score, but we can't always be sure that our user is going to get it right. So we're going to make sure that we have some if statements to back that up. So our difference is going to be the absolute value of score 1 minus score 2. That shows us the difference between the two scores. If we had just done score 1 minus score 2, what if score 1 was less than score 2? Then that wouldn't have come out right. The next thing we want to do is we want to ask an if statement based on these scores. If the difference was less than 5, we want to display close game. If the difference was greater than 20, we want to display sounds like a blowout. So I have my little flow line, and then I want to say if the difference is less than 5. If that's true, you always label flow lines after they come out of a decision. And if that's true, I want to display close game. Recall that input and output both go in a parallelogram. If the difference is not less than 5, what are we going to do? Well, if the difference is not less than 5, we want to check and see if the difference was greater than 20. The difference can't be greater than 20 and less than 5 at the same time. So it's appropriate to put that other if statement as a result of this if being false. So we would use an else in our program. If the difference is greater than 20, oh heavens, what a poorly done diamond. But I was trying to be so careful, look at that. So then we want to display sounds like a blowout. Again, this goes in a parallelogram. What do we do if this is false? If this is false, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to keep going. So all of these flow lines are going to come together to do the next thing. Oh, sorry, that's a little too close for you to see what I did. Okay, and now I'm running out of room, so I'm going to use one of those connectors. So draw a circle with a letter in it, and you can reposition yourself on the page because our flow chart should always flow top down. And this connector enables us to keep that going. The next thing that we're going to do is display the winning score and the losing score. So we have to ask if score 1 is greater than score 2. If that's true, we're going to display winner, score 1, loser, score 2. Again, that's a parallelogram. And if this is false, then we know the reverse is true. The winner is score 2. Oopsies, I forgot to write display. And the loser is score 1. Our problem does not tell us to do anything else, so at that point we are done. This flowchart could now be translated more or less one line of code for every shape on the flowchart. Of course, getting input from the user when you're getting 2 values, this is going to require more than 1 line. This would just require 1 line. The if statement's just 1 line, and so forth. So you can use this plan to translate into your Java program. I'll do that in the next video.